William Hutchison, Armenia Columbia Realty for Expats, and Salento Columbia Realty. In today's video, I want to get you through the airport here when you arrive in Armenia. I was at the airport yesterday. This is a video I should have done long ago. I don't want to say I've been inconsiderate, but the thought never occurred to me. But it came to me yesterday like a thunderbolt. We're promoting Armenia. We're getting you here. You're on the airplane. It's a simple process to get through the airport, but there is a process to follow, and I'd like to tell you about it today. It's early in the morning here, Colombian coffee. There's actually two ways that you would arrive at the airport, El Eden International. And I'm going to refer to the thumbnail. First of all, when you look at the thumbnail, that little one-story building is the old airport. About 2 years ago, the government did a renovation, and they added that big glass building that you see at the end of the one-story building. I'm hearing now too that there's some money allocated for expanding the runway. I don't know if they're going to make the one longer or if they're going to add another one. I would expect they're going to make the one runway longer. And apparently that will allow more larger planes to come in here. So there'll be other flights that are coming into Armenia. I don't know where from or how long it's going to be, but that's the word that's out on the street. There's two ways to get here. There's the one way that you've already cleared immigration. You're maybe coming in from Bogota, Cartagena, Barranquilla, some other city where you've already cleared immigration when you've come into Colombia. And by the way, you need a MIG form. That's a form that you fill out before you arrive. You also, I believe, fill out when you leave. You can probably get it off of the Cancelaria website if you search the Colombian government. I don't know anything more about it other than you have to have it. It's very basic. I think it's name, ID, passport number perhaps, and maybe the address that you're going to be at here. In fact, I know it's the address that you're going to be at here. If you arrive from within Colombia, you're going to exit that little black square. It's big double doors in the middle of the thumbnail, and that's where I will be if I'm there to pick you up, and we'll talk about the ways that you can get into Armenia itself from the airport at the end of the video. The other way is that you are maybe flying direct from, say, Fort Lauderdale on Spirit. You're arriving direct into Armenia. You have to clear customs. Now, when you get off the airplane, you're going to see once you enter the building, you're going to see the inspection stations. There's one lineup for people that are over 65. I think there's a sign there. They also let people maybe in wheelchairs. They let some families through there if there's not a lot of over 65s. So if you are over 65 when you're arriving, have a look at that line, because you will get through immigration a little bit quicker. Once you're through immigration, if you look at that glass building, and you'll probably need to zoom in on the building, make it larger, there's a ramp at the front of that building that you will come down. And at the bottom is where all of the people that are there to greet the people coming in on the airplane will congregate, and I will be there somewhere. I'm easily seen. I'm 6'3". Most of the Colombians are 5'8", 5'9", 5'10", and you know what I look like anyway from doing these videos. So it's a fairly easy, straightforward process. Now, how do you get from the airport to Armenia to where you're staying? There's actually three methods. You can take the bus. I don't think many people are taking the bus, and that speaks for itself. Once you got into town, you'd need a taxi to go somewhere. You wouldn't know where to even get off the bus. So for most people, that's not a viable alternative. The second alternative is a taxi. And when you either come down the ramp or out those doors, the taxis are all lined up there. Very easy to take a taxi into town. It's around, I think now 55 or 60,000 Colombian pesos, which is about $15. They will take you door to door. The third alternative is you can book us. We're more expensive. We're about twice the price of a taxi. And one of the reasons for that is because the taxis go with a fare out and a fare back. Obviously, we go out empty, and there's also waiting time while you go through immigration. Our charge for airport pickup is 125,000 pesos, which is about $30. For drop off when you go back, we charge 100, which is about $25. There's no waiting time. We just take you, drop you off, and see that you're safely on your way. The advantage to using us, there's a couple. First of all, we speak English. You would be very rare that you would get a taxi driver that could speak English. We talk about Armenia for the 25 or 30-minute drive in. We also will stop for groceries for you if you want to pick up a few groceries. If you book one of our condominiums that we rent for other people, we'll get you through security, we'll get you the keys, we'll get you into your unit and settled in. And if you've taken the package, the 3-day package, then we're also out for dinner. So it's a process. If you use us, that's going to take some time. You're going to be with us that first trip for 3 or 4 hours. The stay here will be the time that you've chosen. We suggest that a week is probably going to be enough. 10 days if you like. If you've been here before and you're seriously looking at places to rent, which is our suggestion, before you consider buying, if buying is an alternative for you at all. I have clients here that have come that are going to rent for the rest of their lives, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. But we'll help you do that in the days ahead as well. But 7 to 10 days for the initial visit is enough, and then you decide how much longer you want to come for the second time that you come to Armenia. That's the video for today. The flight out of Fort Lauderdale on Spirit, 3 hours and 15 minutes or so. For those of you that are coming from the West Coast, I think most are flying into Panama City, I believe on Copa, and then coming in from there. I don't know if there's a direct flight into Armenia. I don't think so. I think it's maybe LA, Panama City, Bogota, Armenia. But the Bogota to Armenia flight, I'll just give you a heads up. On the shorter flights, Avianca and other airlines book longer than the flight takes. For example, they have the one from Bogota to Armenia. I think they have it booked for 55 minutes, maybe an hour, and it's only a 35-minute flight. They also have a direct flight from Medellin to Armenia. I know on that one because Alba takes it. They book 50 minutes and it takes 30 minutes. The reasons for that are, as long as they're within those windows, they can show on-time arrival and departure, and it keeps their numbers up. It's a little bit of a game, I guess. I don't know if other airlines are doing it or not. Anyway, that's a long enough video for today. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, please leave them. I'll get back to you as soon as I see them. You can subscribe by clicking on the round photo at the top. That helps get the information from the channel out to other people. There's a lot of information here now. We have over 250 videos, most of them about Armenia, a few others about Colombia. Have a great day. I'm going to. Why is that? Because I live in paradise, and you can too.